Was he here?
He said he would take the 3 o'clock train, and we're like, Ricky, please.
Yeah, I'll wait for the 3:50 train.
Better look next time,
Ricky.
He only lives in Wakefield.
Yeah. All right.
And he drives too.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Lifecast, everybody. We have an especially big podcast today because everyone's home from everywhere they went to.
Yeah, I went a lot of great places.
So, here to my left, we have Tiffany.
My mom's not here.
We have Kennedy.
Hello. I'm
Back from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We got Dan, who's a regular.
Yo.
Greg, who's a regular.
Yo.
Pat.
Hi.
Sydney. Adam.
Hi.
And myself. Who are all regulars.
Everyone likes to cut you off, Sydney.
I'm sorry, I had to get through everyone.
Actually, I think, like, me and Tiffany...
Yeah, you're the only two that aren't regulars.
Yeah, so...
But it feels real big.
Yep. I'm exhausted.
Why are you exhausted?
Because Shine was this weekend, and it was the first media event that we ever went to! We, as in me, Dan, and Adam. And it was tight. It was so good.
It was tight. I found that like the space was big
No,
enough.
like tight as in like off the chain. I'm
As in
speaking
off
as
the
the
hizzle.
children
Off
do.
the chain?
Yep.
As the children
Did something
speak.
fall?
Yeah, like
I must have missed it.
they dropped.
H-Box's spirit fell.
Can we talk about the meme? The whiteboard meme.
The whiteboard meme? Yes.
S-Fat took Mewtwo King to Final Destination.
Counter logic gaming.
I
was like, yo, Leffen was fucking killing it during
Yeah.
Shine. I was just following him. And
This
like,
was a really good weekend to get into competitive Smash.
Yes.
Like, the best weekend.
Maybe
Anyway.
not for Smash 4, but for Melee it was the fucking
For
best
Smash 4,
weekend.
for me, like, going to Shine, finding a favorite player, he took second, and then we interviewed him.
Don't get used to it.
Obviously
Don't
not.
get used to him getting second place.
No,
Don't get
no.
used to anyone getting second place, especially in Smash 4.
Smash 4,
obviously
nothing's
not.
fucking guaranteed ever.
Yeah, I know that. I'm well aware.
It's ridiculous.
So yeah, we'll have that interview with Esam up this week.
Probably. That'll be the easiest thing for me to edit.
Yeah.
And I got an SD card reader from the Media Lab, so I got everything.
Yay. Adam and I will both have pictures. Dan will be doing all our video.
Yeah.
We also interviewed Shidang of Big Blue Esports, who basically put the event on.
Woo.
And, like, a big shout out to him for,
Yeah,
growing the
he's
community.
awesome.
existing.
I know he took a lot of risks making the event happen, so
Yeah.
endless props to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun fact, me and Deanna actually just ran into him
Yeah, we did.
to CEX. We were just going there for a lens, and you want to tell him what you walked home with?
I walked home with a laptop.
Did he sell it to you? He's just like, hey, I got this laptop.
No, but there was a little thing on it. Oh my god, like whoever wrote the quips for these laptops was
Yeah,
amazing.
Kennedy will have those up, too, on her, like, Twitter bootleg page.
I'm probably not going to put them on bootleg page because
Okay.
they're not bootlegs, but I'll put them on my personal Twitter, which you can get to through bootleg page. Red Bart is cool, but like some of them were like a little laptop with a big heart. Deanna said, "You want it?" And one of them said, "Windows 10, yeah, boy."
What? Those aren't even quips.
No.
Those are just statements.
They were there.
Like, clearly they worked.
I mean, it said that she wanted it, and she wanted. She
I have poor
bought it.
impulse control,
Same.
as we know. Like, really bad impulse control. It's not my strong suit. Let's move on.
Shine was super heartbreaking for me though, because I'm a Mango diehard. Because me and Mango have like the same mentality when it comes to just fighting games in general, and it's do the dopest thing at possible, always, all the time, whenever. Try to win. Fuck playing optimally. Play the best that you can be and be as hype as possible. So I've been a Mango diehard ever since I like first watched him play like a year or two ago, and like. Man, that was heartbreaking.
It was so
Mango, because
heartbreaking.
Mango was playing like insanely well, like bonkers well.
Yeah.
And I've never seen Mango because Mango like he hasn't been he's been in a bit of a rough patch, but like usually when he loses, it's like Mango isn't playing that well. But Mango was playing out of his fucking mind, and then SFAT just played better, I guess. Well, it was
Mango just got punished the same way.
Yeah, he
5 times in a row.
Oh man. It was the most heartbreaking match I ever saw. But holy shit, SFAT.
Yeah.
SFAT fucking killed it.
Yeah.
I've always believed in SFAT because he's been doing all right for a while, but then like I would just watch him in 2v2s, and he would get into situations where he would just 1v1 gods all the time.
Yeah.
Like he went against Hungrybox and Mewtwo King like as a team, and then would just like proceed to 1v1 Mewtwo King and then 1v1 HBox, and then like he would just do it over and over again. And then I was like, this dude is really good at this game.
Yeah.
And it was nice to finally see him get his time in the light, because he fucking deserves it.
Yeah. I've also never... I don't know what the frame data is on this, but, like, he would get the shine spikes on stage. like, I don't know what the frame data of that is, but, like, in Trash 4, you have 2 frames to punish a ledge get-up.
Yeah.
Or a ledge grab. I don't know what the fuck it is in Melee, but I've never... Like, that isn't even optimal. Like, I've never even seen people try to get shine spikes while you're on stage like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy to get, like, 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, to get them in that succession is
Yeah.
crazy, but it does happen from time to time. But yeah,
Definitely not very often.
Yeah, it was a great event. I didn't watch too much of Smash 4. That's nothing new.
It wasn't wasn't exceptional this time.
Yeah.
Zero played exceptionally well. Everybody who faced Zero, like Zero didn't play many really good characters,
Yeah.
so Zero just got to fucking pummel with Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Because Diddy Kong's very much like a really solid character, and if like you're playing Diddy Kong and you don't leave any openings, that's it.
Yeah.
Like it's over. And that's what he did the entire tournament.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, aside from, Shine news, which I think, did we talk about everything?
There wasn't really any news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a really good event.
Yeah, I'm
Really
really,
well run.
looking forward to next year.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised. I was like, our first major up in here, I was like, oh, that sounds a bit sketchy. But like I heard like there was a lot of interviews, like I think one with Esam, he specifically mentioned that it was like this is like really like well run.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they had the VIP section, which was causing a bit of a controversy.
You know what? K-Brad
Fucking K-Brad.
tweeting up a storm about that was, I didn't watch Shine, but I watched K-Brad tweet about Shine, and I got so much more enjoyment out of that, because K-Brad, oh my god, took him to the fucking cleaner. Can I talk about the
I
Zoom
want to talk about the VIP section as well. Because it wasn't a VIP section. It was not. They had stream setups, they had your commentator setups, and they had like a place where top players could go and just like not be in the limelight. I think that's
a
fine.
fantastic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they-
on
think-
the same
I think it's a
hand,
good thing. Yeah.
I don't like to point fingers at anybody. Of course, I'm not. I like watching drama. I don't like unfolding drama.
I like watching it,
Honestly,
but I don't
I
like
like the honesty.
Yeah. Like, there were players that were... I won't name names. There were certain, specifically Smash 4,
Yes.
players that were in there the entire fucking weekend.
Yes.
And I didn't see them on the floor once outside of pools. Like,
Yeah.
right when they could get in there, that was it.
Yeah.
The whole weekend.
That's
And
crazy.
that's really shitty.
Yeah, I mean that's like a character thing. It's like we shouldn't feel bad that the players want to play it as good as they can.
Yeah.
Because like it is like I can't even imagine what it's like walking around. Like I don't like people. Like I like to keep to myself. Like outside of like when I like. Oh my god.
Hold on. We're back.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
as I was saying, I don't remember exactly where I left off, but I'll just start.
You were
over
saying,
again.
You don't like people.
you don't like people.
Oh,
So,
yes.
like the person. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
like
were
there's
saying-
like a
Fuck
lot
you
of
too.
No, it's just like I'm generally an introvert. I like to keep to myself.
Yeah.
It's like I'm also the guy who shouts and like my pop offs are fucking stupid as fuck. But it's like a lot of these players they want to like they're introverted and they need time to themselves. And it's just like there's nothing wrong with providing that. The only thing I can kind of get with the VIP section is like since like lots of like fighting game tournaments are like, hey, everyone's just playing, like you can sign up and you can potentially fight against the pros. It's like there's that sort of spirit of everyone who's competing should get the same treatment.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you put a VIP room that includes all the contestants, then a 900-person tournament like fucking like Shine, that kind of defeats the purpose. But like I do like it makes sense to me to be like, okay, everyone's competing at the same level, so everyone should have the ability to like warm up whenever they want. Like, I know that's the only thing. But at the same time, it's like in actuality, me if I go to a tournament, no one's gonna stop me. That's just not reality, and so I can feel free to just find any setup I want, and then just warm up or practice or
Yeah,
whatever.
like,
So it's like
the whole thing with it is like I understand like the reason for a VIP room, and I feel like to an extent it should work. The only thing I really have against it is that like they had the warm-up stations inside the VIP room
Yeah.
that not everyone could, like, get to.
Mm-hmm.
So they are basically playing favorites because, like, these players get to warm up
Right.
against people on their own level, and everyone else has to maybe warm up at a friendlies booth against someone they don't know. And it's just, I don't think it's a fair comparison. If they want to warm up, they should warm up at the friendly booths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I do think there should be a spot where they should just be able to get away from the crowd.
Yeah.
Because these people aren't there to compete. They
Maybe, like-
need
And then at the same
Yeah,
time, like when
yeah,
you
we
get
can
into
have
the
both.
top 8 and top 32,
Yeah. No, I feel like-
then have that.
Yeah,
because
have
then
the
you'll be
warm-up-
competing against people at your
Yeah,
own level.
have the warm-up
you know.
station for top 8, but it
Don't ha-
shouldn't matter who is
Don't
in
have it all
top 8.
weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like, top 8 regardless of who's in. If some nobody from fucking Alaska is in top 8, he gets to use it too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Alaska lives
But-
matter.
But like,
We love you, Alaska.
shout out to the fucking people
Alaska.
who, even though they had the VIP room, were still out on the floor doing friendlies the entire fucking day.
Yeah.
Mewtwo King
Like,
is...
Mewtwo King is my fucking hero. Mewtwo King got there on Friday at 3 o'clock with his fucking luggage. Mewtwo King got into Smash 4 setup and was playing Smash 4 the entire day with his luggage next to him. Playing friendlies the entire fucking day until it ended.
That's actually real cool.
I know that K-Brad, he did a lot of tweeting, again, about this whole VIP room thing, and one of the things he was very vehement about was saying that before he was a major competitor in the FGC, he would go to these tournaments all the time, and one of the biggest things he'd look forward to are meeting all these, like, top-notch players, and, you know, getting to play against them, but also just getting to meet them, you know, especially, you know, at that level. It's, like, it's a huge deal, and how, like, you know, like you were saying, there were some players who just stood in the VIP room the whole time, and that, you know, that takes away from the experience for some of the bands. But I do think that, you know, like, you know, there's a certain point where it's like, you know, you shouldn't have your fucking luggage just sitting with you all day.
Yeah.
Like, you know, take a few minutes to get your fucking hotel.
You should definitely like have a place to put things. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Like
being
the
on,
VIP room.
like being
Like
on
a
media and
VIP
having a
room.
place to put like 3 camera bags was really fucking nice.
Yeah.
I understand it wasn't like for us, but
It was
It was
a place
really
that we
nice,
could
okay?
use. Yeah.
and like it was quiet. We did interviews back there, not like our like Pop Vox interviews, but like the other like more professional looking interviews. We did that back there, and it was like less noise.
Yeah.
You know, so that's definitely a factor. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think it's a good idea in theory. In practice, some players might abuse it, which is, you know.
They
That's
had
just-
the right thought
That's
behind
just
it. It
the
just could have
thing.
been executed
Don't
better.
don't
Yeah,
just don't
exactly.
be their fan.
Yeah.
If they don't care about
Yeah,
you.
if they don't care about you,
just,
fucking
just follow Mango.
Yeah.
That's what everybody. Everyone, let's all join the Mango Nation. Let's all do it together.
Also, props to
I'm already
Mango.
there.
Mango was in the VIP room, like, during top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
see him there.
Yeah, I
Any
didn't
other
see
point,
it.
I
I
saw
I
him
think
there,
he
like,
went
a
there.
couple of
Yeah.
times.
I think
But,
I
like,
saw him, like, cutting through the VIP room to get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him there during top 8 and no other time.
Yeah.
That entire weekend.
So yeah, that's just
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I met a couple like high level players and I went to a couple tournaments and it's just like for me it's always just like oh yeah they're just dudes.
There's dudes.
It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
they're just like oh yeah they're not like you know they're not like 7 feet tall
Yeah.
like fucking Greek gods.
Yeah,
They're
what
just,
the hell?
It's like,
Some
oh,
dudes.
they just play this game a lot more than
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
like-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like yeah they're just. They're people too. Like
Yeah.
I like I was saying, since I'm an introvert, I don't want people talking to me all the time.
Yeah.
So they're probably just as human as I am.
Yeah.
you know.
Probably.
All right, I feel like that's all there really is to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, after that pretty long intro segment, what have you guys been playing this week?
This week.
Yeah, let's start with you
Oh,
and
recently.
Kennedy. Tiffany, what have you been playing this week?
Well, I don't think I really played anything this week, but I have been playing Civ 5 and CS:GO.
Okay. And how do you like those?
I mostly like enjoy shooters, so yeah.
So-
Civ
Anything
5, I'm not. I like strategy games, but I fucking suck at them. But I still play it, and it's
Civ
it's
5.
cool.
So if I was a sick-
Like, well, what kind of stuff?
Real time.
Yeah,
Really?
kinda.
Yeah.
It's an
Kind of,
RTS?
but-
Turn-based real time?
It's
Ish.
Yeah, it can.
If you could combine those two? Because you take turns if you're playing with
Well,
people.
I mean, like we all, like everyone.
Okay, so there's a
moves and-
we. So it's not just you, so it is
No,
turn.
but if you play like multiplayer,
Yeah.
all the players get to move like at the same time until like
Oh,
you
they
end
do?
your turn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I play turn-based. Alright.
I mean, I think there's like settings, so
Maybe.
I feel like
But
in
you really-
practice
I've
it's a lot
really
easier to
never
explain.
seen what a
Yeah.
Civ
But
game
in
looks
theory,
like.
it's like
How?
It's
are
probably
you a
one of those
PC
things that
gamer?
makes sense
I
when
own
you're
it,
playing,
I've
but
never
when you
played
try
it.
to
But
explain
like,
it,
you
you're
should
like,
know what it looks like
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Should I bring it?
play with fun
I've played Civ like maybe 20 minutes.
I put like 100
Like-
hours into Civ 5. I finished about 5 matches.
oh my
Yeah.
god, dude, I have a friend back in Oklahoma, his name is Brad, and he has put like an ungodly amount of time in Civ 5. I think he's like 300, 500, something in fucking insane.
So that's
Yeah.
like 20 games.
It's like two.
Yeah, it's like
And no, but the weird part about it is, though, and he tells me about this all the time, anytime you even bring up Civ, is that when he first got it, he didn't understand the damnedest thing about how to play it. So he watched 100 hours of Let's Plays before he even touched it again. And then he went in there and he just went ham. Like I said, he's somewhere between 300 and 500, plus watching 100 plus hours of Let's Plays before he was like, yeah, you know, I think I kind of understand this.
You-
This would be
100
like if Deanna watched all of Critical Role before attempting to play D&D.
I kind of did that with Redstone. And it was certainly more than 100 hours.
Also, let me go on record and say that I'm admitting defeat in watching all of Critical Role before catching up. I'm sorry for calling you out. It's okay. It's okay.
a lot of content.
It's a lot of
Yes,
content.
There's like
dense.
almost 100 episodes, all 3 hours
Yeah,
long.
it would be
some 4,
like
some 5.
180 plus hours
Yeah.
to watch before next week, like Thursday.
Oh
My
hell!
God.
Oh my!
And you
Are there
work.
even that many hours?
Yeah, like, and do work,
I don't
and
think
do
so.
sleep, and, like, eat,
And
shower,
feed Eugene.
exist, play with Eugene, my
Feed him.
adorable chinchilla pet.
I want to touch him.
What do you have?
I want.
You
to
went to
do
my
it
house
again. I
once.
want to do it again.
Alright. We'll have a YouTube special where everyone just comes to my house and we, like, hang out with
A
Eugene.
Eugene.
A Eugene special! Yeah, that'll be great. I can't bring him here because he'd get super nervous on the long
Aw,
ride.
Yeah, don't
Please don't bring
Please
I
him
mean,
here.
even I get fucking
He'll either
nervous.
get
If you bring him
lost
here, I'll fucking die.
or
Do
killed.
not-
Yeah.
Do not do that.
Shivers and shakes. So,
Yeah.
so how
They
have you
get
been
nervous
liking
really
Critical
easily.
Role?
Huh?
Said how have you been liking Critical Role?
It's so good. Like, incredibly good.
Yeah.
I can feel myself improving.
Yeah.
Like, just watching a really good DM
do his thing.
do his thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I hope to put that into practice someday.
yeah.
You know, when we start running Shadowrun again, I realize everyone's schedules are kind of
It's
booked.
not hitting me right now.
Okay.
I don't need this. If
So-
it's hitting me again, I'll let
It
you
also
know.
has holes in
I
it.
can't really do that. Like, when I try to play a game, I just don't really care about the strats. I just go with the flow.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Wait, what?
Oh!
We've played D&D together.
Oh, yeah.
You know when
What
I tell
strats?
people about my favorite
What are
D&D
strats?
stories from the 6 or 7 months I've played,
Yeah,
I
right.
always talk about
Tougher.
you tougher getting out of jail and breaking all your bones
Yeah, I
and
love that
essentially
story.
turning into soup.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Broken
like,
soup.
Yeah,
This-
that was
this-
great.
if you're a GM and something is supposed to be impossible, don't let them roll for it. That is a
No,
lesson I
no,
learned
no,
the hard
no,
way.
no.
Was that a nat 20 roll?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
nat
it
20,
was.
which is automatic success.
remember when I was supposed to hit on that maid or whatever?
That
And
was
you
with
rolled a nat
disadvantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You
If
rolled,
you- if you rolled a
rolled
20
it at disadvantage.
Huh?
Yeah, because no one walks up to someone, hits on them by saying your hands smell like barbecue.
I mean,
That's how you roll. That's why you roll with disadvantage.
I disagree.
Oh my
Oklahoma.
Oh my god.
I've been playing certain games this week.
I don't want to inhale someone or have them inhale me and have them compliment me with you smell like meat.
Can we put this in out of
I don't even
context
like red
Lifecast
meat.
quotes?
Yes.
So yeah,
Anyway.
you were given disadvantage because
Of the
of
ridiculousness.
such a strange statement to make in
I
a
don't-
strange time.
I don't think it's strange at all.
That's because you're fucking weird. That's because you're fucking strange.
I guess so.
So, Kennedy,
Yeah.
What have you been
playing
playing?
this week?
I'm not really focusing in on one game right now.
Stardew Valley.
Okay.
Well,
Stardew Valley. Well, I actually haven't played Stardew Valley in a couple weeks.
Oh,
but
wow,
for all you
really?
viewers,
That recently?
I
I
mean,
played Stardew Valley. in
for all
months.
you viewers who don't know this, I'm a fucking Stardew Valley addict, and I've logged over 100 hours in. But no, what I've been playing lately mostly is I've got Fire Emblem 7, and I've been playing through it, and it's fucking long, and it's RNG, and I love it and I hate it. I don't know which yet.
Which one is
Which one's
7?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one that
Yeah, the
come out
first
in
one
the
in the
States.
In the States.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I played Sacred Stones earlier in the summer after being told that it was one of the best games on the GBA. And
I fucking warned you.
And
it's really mediocre.
It was really mediocre. It was just. But I was told that 7 was better, and it is so far. But anyway,
Yeah.
I've been playing that. I've been playing. Honestly, the one I've probably been playing the most of lately is Ace Attorney: Dual Destinies. I'm a huge fan of Ace Attorney. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I'm really hyped for Spirited Justice. But I never was able to get Dual Destinies when it came out because I didn't have a 3DS at the time. And earlier this summer, it was on sale for $10.
I swear to God, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh game called Dual Destinies.
There probably fucking is.
There is. There is.
Yeah, it's just a different duel.
Yeah. So I've been playing
Yeah.
Dual Destinies, and I'm almost done with it. And then the other game I've been playing is it's a mother-inspired indie game called Lisa.
Understand.
And it's really fucked up. That's what it is. Oh my god.
Send me the link. I'm interested.
Lisa?
Yeah, it's on Steam, and it's really fucking dark. It's really unforgiving for
I
the
like
first.
dark and edgy.
It's
in the
this indie
refrigerator.
game that came out a couple of years ago. It's got a couple parts, like there's Lisa the Joyful, etc., etc. I think there's only like 2 or 3 parts, but I'm still on the first one. But I digress. And it's really unforgiving for the first, 2 hours because it just throws you in, and it's just, get fucked up. And you have to learn to fend for yourself, which I think is a really good way of building atmosphere in this game because it takes place in this post-apocalyptic world. And for reasons that haven't been explained to me yet, I don't know if they'll ever even be explained, but there are no women anymore, ever. And this one guy is, he's just living in, post-apocalyptic future, doing whatever, and he finds a baby girl. And he's had a pretty fucked up life. You see his flashbacks every now and again in the game. And instead of, selling her off somewhere to, evil gangs, he decides I'm going to raise her in secret and I'm going to do good for this kid because my parents never did good for me and it's going to be all heartwarming. And then it fast forwards a couple of years and she's been kidnapped and you're trying to save her. But
it started getting more of its own when you kept describing it because, the first, minute and a half of that, I was like, you're just telling me the story of fucking Children of Men.
No. But, it's really good. It's just, like I said, you just have to get past those first 2 hours because it's really unforgiving. It gives you, it tells you the basic controls, but then it just, it puts you in this, I don't want to say totally open world, but a very vast world in which you just don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to defend yourself, and you gotta figure it out.
Speaking of controls, what
hang
kind
on,
of game is it?
You cut, Greg.
Wait,
Is this a controlled 2 hours, or did it just personally take you 2 hours?
it personally took me 2 hours, but if
Okay,
you
cool.
get really lucky and you find
Or
the-
really lost.
or really lost, or if you get really lucky, then you somehow find where you're supposed to be, just
I'm having Dragon Age
Lucky your
Inquisition
hands,
flashbacks.
it might take you shorter. As for the genre, it is an RPG.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Dan, what have you been playing this week? Aside from,
Super
Shine.
Robot
Super
Monkey
Robot
Wars.
Wars.
And Super Robot, etc.
I think you've just been playing Super Robot Wars.
I think I've just been playing Super Robot Wars.
And no,
Yeah,
wait,
anything
the
interesting?
same mission.
Yeah,
Right?
the same mission.
Are you still doing the exploding mechs?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Wow.
I feel like that was 2 weeks ago.
I think it was.
Oh my god.
It's a really hard mission, and it's
It
only
sounds really
it's
hard.
only it's a super early chapter. I forget exactly what number, but it's really early.
Is it hard or is it just unfair?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's just a genuinely hard game. It's not unfair. I just suck at math.
Alright.
Am I playing anything else?
Are you?
I mean, you played Street Fighter
That's what we're
last
asking,
night,
Daniel.
but-
You played Smash today.
Yeah, I played Smash today.
Oh, Dot Hack.
Okay, I played another hour of Dot Hack.
Tell him about the fun times you had with Alcade last night.
It took me 9 attempts and I never won.
On a battle
I feel like
that
this is
isn't
a
even
sore
that
subject
hard.
and we should move on. Greg.
Yeah.
Speaking of subjects that are old, I played Dark Souls. Alright.
Do you want
Yeah.
do you want to elaborate real quickly?
Yes, I have been playing Dark Souls 2 because I never got through the DLC. I think I might have mentioned this on an earlier podcast, but making a lot of progress. It's a lot of fun. I've never played through a Souls game co-op, so it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole other world because instead of becoming this sort of grueling, really hard RPG, it becomes a really fun, just whoop a lot of dudes' asses with a friend type of game. and it's fun in a different way now, which is really strange. There's so much variety. There's such good games. Some would call them masterpieces. Actually, but for Dark Souls 2, but in actuality, Dark Souls 2 DLC is fucking amazing. I did not think, because I was like, oh, it's good, it's a lot better than the game, but like, usually with like, Dark Souls 2 got like an insanely bad rep, and having sort of played all the Souls games now and just kind of like soaking it in, Dark Souls 2 really is not that bad compared to the other ones, and I've really been enjoying my time through, but this DLC is insane. Like, I started doing the boss fight versus the Ivory King, and that has to be like one of my, if not my favorite boss fight in any Souls game.
Wow.
It's like, it's just fucking cool, man. You pretty much like plunge into hell, and there's like several portals, and you have to sort of recruit some knights throughout the area of the DLC, and you have like this huge battle with a whole bunch of knights who gets like dark knights who get someone from the portal. So you have these white knights fighting with you, and you fight like waves of like dark knights, and then gradually your white knights will sacrifice themselves and then like close some of the portals, and then after you close the portals, a giant portal appears, and the Ivory King shows up, and you have a sick 1v1 with him in like pretty much hell. You're like a floating rock, and there's just like magma all around you, and since it's Souls, they have this sort of like interesting where their hellscape is like simultaneously like nature-like. So there's trees interwoven with the lava, and it's just fucking beautiful.
Trees and lava. It sounds like Oklahoma.
Yeah, because like there's this very interesting like I probably shouldn't go into this, but Dark Souls, like the pyromancy is the sort of art of manipulating fire, and the witches of Izalith, pretty much they're like effectively like druids, but like they have mastery of fire. So there's like lots of the pyromancy has like the themes of like nature and fire simultaneously. So you'll be like literally like in like a volcano, and there'll just be like roots just everywhere, and it just looks great. And it's also like
I've seen the hentai.
I doubt it. I honestly doubt it.
I don't
doubt
it.
Unless it's soul specific hentai. This is my first experience with lava and nature, like trees sort of fused together.
There's like a paraphilia.
Don't elaborate!
Huh?
Don't elaborate!
Oh.
Alright.
What have you been playing?
What else? Wow.
Sydney, what have you been playing?
Legion came out today.
Thanks, Pat. You don't get your copy till tomorrow when this podcast is published.
Yeah.
Sydney, what have you been playing? You interrupted me.
I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
6
Hold on.
hours.
Before you begin, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go!
Pat,
Not actually, though.
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off, but like you've been playing WoW for the past month and a half.
Well, what else do I play?
That's
Oh
what
my
I've been trying to figure
You
out!
are on a gaming podcast.
Yeah.
Make an effort to play like one new game a week.
You have a gaming PC!
Yeah.
For WoW. He has a WoW PC. We'll get
In a
on it.
library of 600
We'll
games.
roast you for this later.
Alright.
Sydney.
6 hours ago, I played tower stuff.
Towerfall?
Yeah, no, not Towerfall.
Tricky Towers.
Tricky Towers.
Tricky Towers?
Yeah.
Explain.
And it's
Tetris
Tetris with
with
physics, and I don't like physics, but I
Okay.
really like Tetris. So I was bad at this game, but it was really fun. And last night I played Hearthstone for 2 hours.
Okay.
I won twice.
Yeah.
I'm still ranked
So
23.
how long has it been since you've played Hearthstone?
I
Like a lot, and then to now
I
recently.
probably took like a legitimate like 3-month break.
Yeah.
And played maybe like 5 games in between.
Okay.
I got really frustrated because I'm really shitty at deck making.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had the same quest for the 2 decks I don't have.
Okay.
And I'm too lazy to make my own decks, so I keep waiting for like a tavern brawl, and I just keep bringing new tavern brawls.
I will fix those for you.
Yeah.
I'll probably bring my laptop tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
X on the quest.
I remember when
Yeah.
Let me tell you about a
Dave
beautiful
was like,
resource
I
that
I
I
asked
hate.
him to make me a deck.
No, wait, I should
and
bring
then
it
he looked
Thursday.
through the deck that I made. He's
You
like,
play it
did
on
the
your phone.
bot make this?
I deleted it.
Oh.
It took up too much space.
It worked for me, though.
So, finally, Adam.
What the fuck have I been playing? I started playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but not nearly enough to actually talk about it. Like I played like maybe 45 minutes to an hour because I've been absurdly busy the past week.
Yep.
I'll obviously keep going with that. I really like it's the last Deus Ex game, so I will continue. And I did the new Hearthstone wing, the opera. No, not the opera. What's the new
Menagerie.
one? The Menagerie. And I did the heroic ones again, and they were also easy as fuck. Like, it's absurd that these heroic fights are so fucking easy. continuously.
Although I do wonder how much of that is like us being better at the game now,
I mean,
as opposed to like because when
I
we
bet
first
That
played
can only
Neuraxis, I
go
was-
so far.
I bet
though.
if I still went back to Naxxramas, I'd still have a fucking hard time. I might try it after this is all done.
yeah, just to see how
Just
it
to see
compares.
if it's like, you know, knowledge or just like knowledge and more cards versus
Yeah.
like two years ago. I certainly have a much bigger library than I did 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I really like some of the cards from the set more than anything. I really like the Curator. I think he's my favorite card in the fucking set so far. The 7 mana 4/6 time.
Yeah, I know who he
draw
is.
a
It's just
dragon,
like-
a beast, and a Murloc.
Mhm.
Because he made me run a fucking corrupted seer in my decks. So he added an extra fucking removal for me. Azure Drake, you know, Azure Drakes are Azure Drakes.
Yeah.
And like Kodos now. So like I really like cards that, you know, make you build a whole fucking deck around them. And Curator isn't that, but it's certainly some of that. And it's not busted. Like, if anything, it reminds me of like old Ancient of Lore before, like almost exact, like same stat distribution. Only Curator has Taunt. You know, he has 1 extra health, one minus attack, 1 extra health,
Yeah.
and he still draws you 2 to 3 cards. So he reminds me a lot like of an old Ancient of Lore, but you draw exactly what you need.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly a big fan of any of the cards. Like,
Yeah.
Curator's like useful,
Yeah.
but like I'm not excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna draw those 2 like good.
Yeah. It's not like
It's not like Barnes, where it's
No.
like Barnes can make you do
No.
some big things, but like Barnes is also like a bit too consistent for my taste.
Yeah. It's
Or
not
it's just like it's not like, oh man, I did Yogg Saron and then
Yeah.
something cool happened.
and now I won.
yeah, it's like it's just like, oh, every game you play, like this just kind of happens.
Yeah. It's not like, you know, a necessarily powerful effect. Like it's because you're playing a 4/6 on 7.
Yeah.
That's fucking that's horrible. You should
Yeah.
never just play Curator with fucking nothing else. But I just really like that card a lot because of, you know, it gives you guaranteed draws. Like say like you really need something. Like, oh man, Kodo would fucking kill it right now. And you play Curator. It's like, I have a Kodo now. Perfect.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. This. I hate this expansion, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing that draws me. I've been doing like a Beast Druid for a while, and so there's added cards for that,
Yeah.
and so that's nice. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the cards they have to play with, like the ones that are supposed to be fun cards are Purify,
Yeah.
and then the rest of them are actually good.
Yeah.
And like it's never actually good to have those fun cards. Like for example, Yogg Saron. Everyone's like, this card sucks, but I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
And now people are like,
Yeah.
oh, this is actually a good card.
This is actually one of the best cards in
and,
the
so,
game.
and so it's like it loses all of its magic when it becomes flavor of the month, you know?
Yeah.
That's whatever.
So the only thing I've done is I got back into Neko Atsume.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, here we go again.
It's like the fucking California hotel up in here. I'm not gonna say anything more about it. You put food out for digital cats, and then you take pictures of them. It's
That's always the weird part for me. It's
Yeah.
like, hey
Take
cats,
pictures of
I'm
them.
baiting you, and I'm just like, yeah. eat that.
It's even weirder because you can like take a picture of their butt.
Oh,
Their butt's
no.
facing like your screen.
360
It's so
cam.
funny.
No, not 360 cam. Like
No,
sometimes
it's like
they come,
it's 2D, but like sometimes they'll come and like they're turned away from where your point of view is.
Okay, so you just get a whole bunch of cat ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
good.
I have nothing more to say about Neko Atsume. I think it's pretty fun because like it's a non-demanding game.
Like when I first downloaded it, I was like, oh, hey, the first cat is named Snowball. And that's my dog's name.
Thank you.
Really?
We're proud of you, Tiffany.
Eloquently said.
We're proud of you.
So I guess with that we should go into gaming news.
Yeah.
Kennedy had some stories we talked about earlier.
I forgot them already.
There was a One Piece thing.
Oh yeah,
It came
it's
out.
not major
That's alright.
news except for me because I'm
Yeah.
weeaboo trash and I love One Piece. But they're
Says
they're
2%
working on a
was
new
under
One Piece game and
Oh.
they've started to confirm a lot of characters, including one of my favorites, Lucci.
The only thing-
it's not huge news.
Yeah.
but
What is it? Is it like another Musou clone?
fuck if I know. It's probably another Pirate Warriors clone because I mean the last bunch of One Piece games to have come out have been.
That's a Musou clone.
Yeah, it's like a Dynasty Warriors game.
Well,
right?
I mean I've never played Dynasty Warriors, so I wouldn't fucking
you
know.
kill like 2,000 dudes in a mission.
Yeah.
By just pressing square.
Pirate Warriors.
Um.
So, same shit. But they've all been the same game reskin, but with a bulkier roster. Because, you know, one of the beauties of making a One Piece game like that is because it's so long, you can make the roster fucking huge. Like the one that just came out, Burning Blood. The roster is fucking huge.
Like, how
Huge.
do you...
Huge, dude!
Dude.
It's fucking wicked huge, dude!
Is it bigger than Street Fighter 5's roster?
No.
Greater than 0.
I feel like Luffy's crew
Is
at
it
this
bigger
point is
than
bigger
that
than
Naruto
the
game?
Street Fighter roster.
It's probably
Maybe.
bigger. It's suffice to say though, it's ginormous, and they're at that point with this one where they're starting to just confirm. Okay, here's who we're putting in. Here's who we're.
But yeah, speaking of anime, is anybody here watching Mob Psycho?
Yes.
I'm
I
planning
fucking
on it.
love that show.
Okay,
I've
it's
been
not-
watching it and I've
Hold
just
on,
been like,
before we
Before we become
like
like
offshoot, I have news.
news.
Like one news that was pretty big, where No Man's Sky and Hello Games was apparently getting fucked in the ass by Steam by offering refunds for the game no matter how much time you have played. That was confirmed false.
yeah.
They took it back.
Yeah. Because like everyone wanted to refund the game.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I mean, that-
I'm sure like a
I
few
mean, that's
people got
fair.
it.
That's super fair.
It's super fair.
It's like
it's very fair, and it sucks that they like had to do it. It sucks that the game was released, and even in like the 10 days, I was on the Lifecast.net today, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should write a follow up to my No Man's Sky thing, and then I realized it would be 6 words. Fuck this game. Fuck Sean Murray.
Yeah.
I haven't touched
That's-
it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
7.
I think it's really interesting though.
Sean Murray's not
to,
one word.
This game.
To mention that.
Wait, no. It's,
I read
That's
it.
2 words.
Fuck this
this
game.
game.
Fuck. Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Suck
Did
my
we know
English
fuck
degree.
is I did read
Yeah, there was 2
something.
fucks, so I multiplied them.
fuck this fuck game.
For some reason, I was thinking, fuck this Sean Murray. Not any Sean. Like, not all Sean Murray. But this Sean
Sean
Murray.
He's not the only Sean
That's
Murray.
implied in context, though.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just
There
being
has to be
stupid.
another Sean Murray.
But
I'm
yeah,
sure there is somewhere.
Nah,
But
he's the
like,
only one.
I was like, I did a complete 180 on the game. I'm sure, like, I'll like it in a few months when they update it.
Years.
But like,
we
you know,
should
I read
release
something-
And like,
games.
even like,
Hold on.
no, you fucking won't.
Wait,
This game is bad.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of when
Well-
you play it, games age poorly, the game plays horribly.
I still
the
play
game...
Warframe.
Yeah, but
Like-
It's like, I mean, if they actually take this, like, because this is like an early access game that got released for $60
Yeah.
and was the most hyped game of all time.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
it follows the trend of
Yeah.
early access games,
yeah.
I mean, a small handful of early access games that actually go somewhere.
Yeah.
Then
It'll be
it
great.
could be a good game later down the line. But like this game itself won't be like we'll reflect on it and then be like,
Oh wow, it was a masterpiece.
yeah,
That's not
no,
gonna
it's
happen.
because
never gonna
there's,
happen.
I mean,
there's
honestly,
nothing good about it.
like,
Like,
I
think-
nothing.
I feel like a lot of the stuff that like people have been saying about it, because like I haven't played it, so I don't know it fully. But it seems like just if you want to play like a good No Man's Sky, just buy fucking Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
Like-
play
play a
80 of
different
the fucking space sims that exist now. They
Yeah.
have been doing this for years now.
You know, you-
Kerbal
Like,
Space
Kerbal.
Program.
But actually, I have a
No.
space sim on my
Not-
thing. I forget what it's called.
Play Sport.
play fucking 3D
PS4.
pinball on
No,
Windows
play
XP.
Guys, no. Better yet,
absurd.
if you want a game about like ecosystems and shit, play fucking Cubivore.
Play Symbiosis.
Play
Play
fucking
Dark
Cubivore. You got
Souls.
$300.
That's a great game about
Play
fucking exploration.
Cubivore.
Spend more money on Warframe because you have no
Play
impulse
Pop
control.
Tropica.
Video games
Although
ruin lives.
something I would like to mention real quick while we're trashing on No Man's Sky is
I
that
love
I
it.
read recently that within these first 1 or 2 weeks of it being out, it has already lost 90%
Yeah.
of its
Yeah,
database.
because there's
It
nothing to
absolutely has.
do.
Players. It's-
There isn't a single
there's nothing.
thing for you to get. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, that game was like an affront to everything I believe in video games to be, which
Yeah.
is why I hate it so much. Like, I just
Have we
I'm
found
sorry,
Ben
I'm
yet?
Pre-orders.
No.
No.
I'm so.
yeah, fuck pre-orders, fuck
Yeah.
that game, fuck every like.
I feel like such an idiot for like defending it in the first place. But like, I don't know. My opinions change very quickly, and I have very strong opinions.
That game bothers me.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
It bothers me a
It's
lot.
just like literally everything it did. I was just sitting there. I was just like,
yeah.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Okay.
Mob Psycho.
In other gaming news, and this isn't even really fucking news, this isn't even that important, I can't look at any gaming news website without this being thrown in my face like 50 times. Build-A-Bear is getting an Eevee plush!
Yeah.
Is that not the 100th time you've heard that?
I actually have not heard that. This is news to me. I'm
yeah,
going to
I heard it
Build-A-Bear.
today. But
I saw it a couple days ago.
we should do a special where we all go to Build-A-Bear and
That's
build
just, that's like $40.
Which
Hey,
one?
man.
We'll pool our money and we'll split the EV.
Dude,
Yeah, I'll get them on
I have
Monday.
a
You
Build-A-Bear
can
that
get them
I
on
got
Tuesday.
in 2001. 2000.
Alternating weekends.
Freaking
Yes.
one. And I still have it, and I still bring it with me everywhere. It's
I built a
koala, and her name is
Build-A-Bear.
Violet.
I built a Build-A-Bear like when I was 10, and I already had a teddy bear. I felt like so awful. I felt like I was betraying my teddy bear. I still have that teddy bear. I don't know where the Build-A-Bear went. We probably donated it somewhere.
But its mouth looked
Staying
weird.
loyal. Staying loyal.
I had that teddy bear since I was 2 months old.
That's
And I've
amazing.
had the blanket that came with it since I was 2 weeks old. Tidbits about me.
Little baby Deanna.
I'm still a baby. It's like
Let's
I still
love it.
hug it at night. I have no shame. It's sentimental to me.
I am the same way. Like I said, I've had the same Build-A-Bear since 2001.
Yeah.
Whenever I move between states, Violet always comes with me.
Yeah, I still have the same Dark Souls since 2011. It's just like every once in a while, I just like look at the case. I'm like, man, this is like so like 2007.
When you were little baby, Greg.
Yes,
You were like this big.
when I was little baby, I played Dark Souls to become a man. Before
Came out of
Dark
the womb with a copy of Dark Souls.
Yes. and then my father, Hidetaka Miyazaki, held me in his arms. And he said, and then he dropped me and said, learn to fend for yourself.
Yeah, you didn't come out with an umbilical cord in your belly button. You came out with like an HDMI cord.
Oh, yes. Yes, I was born with the dark side. Anywho.
That was a great tangent. So yeah.
There's really not much else in gaming news
Yeah,
this week, is there?
there's really not much else. Do you know what's happening on PS Plus or Xbox Live?
No.
I mean,
This coming month?
Bioshock collection
I think
comes out
I already-
really soon.
Yeah.
Did I already
And
say
I
that?
am looking really forward to that because
It's
I
been
love Bioshock.
It's been a dry few weeks for
Yeah.
gaming news.
Well, actually, no.
Hold
There
on.
is one more thing we can bring up. We're probably about to get a lot of news because there's a Nintendo Direct.
Oh yeah.
Coming up on the first Mother 3. I'm telling you guys, this is the one. Mother 3.
It's a 3DS
I
centric.
can't wait to like watch it on my phone
That
in
could be
class
Mother
with you
3.
looking over my shoulder, and then have them not confirm Mother 3.
I
and
can't
you
wait
just
for
leave
them.
the
I
classroom.
can't wait for them to confirm Mother 3 while I'm in class because it's happening
Then
while me and Dan
they're
are in
not
class
gonna
together,
confirm
and it's
Mother
gonna get confirmed,
They-
and like
yeah,
I will
they're not.
legit just in the middle of a lecture, I will just flip the table and I will just start yelling, just like my boy.
Please don't do that.
Reggie, my boy!
I've waited for this for 10 years.
You didn't. You waited for it for like a year,
Well,
maybe.
you know what I mean.
Kennedy.
No, like 6 months.
Not 6 months. Point is, if they confirm Mother 3, I will be really, 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 really happy.
Yeah.
Like,
I have never seen anyone so quickly hooked on a series than you have been with Earthbound. Like I watched it happen. It was like 2 days.
It was
Like 2
it
days.
was really good.
You think?
I don't know,
You think
I
that's
put
bad? She was
Fire
playing it in my house. I had to watch. No, not today, but like when she was doing it.
Yeah, 'cause
like,
I
had
played
to
it,
watch the
like-
whole thing unfold.
Yeah, because like I got Earthbound.
I have not witnessed anyone develop an attachment that quickly except for myself.
Deanna, I spent $60 on Fire Emblem 2 days after I started playing Awakening and didn't finish Awakening.
Oh, you
Fair
guys
enough.
remember
But, like,
when I got
but, like,
into
when
we just have a lot of
Pokemon
love in our hearts.
TCG?
When that Nintendo rewards thing, that first one was
I'm
going
just
down,
going to the store.
I had just enough
I'm
points
just
to get
going to the
Earthbound on the
store.
virtual
No,
console
you.
on the Wii
Oh,
U,
me?
and I didn't have a
Pokemon
Wii U, but Dan
cards.
does,
Oh,
and I was
no,
able to
I'm
get a
buying.
code before they
I'm
somehow
sorry.
ran out of codes.
Oh yeah.
Which I think
I remember
speaks very much on the behalf of how great this game is. And so yeah, I played it over at Dan's
I
house.
like
Like I
the fact
remember.
that Nintendo doesn't know how to do an infinitely generated code.
Yeah, how do you run out?
I remember
digital
one
code?
time specifically, I was at your
Like-
house playing Earthbound, and I was like playing it all day, and you went downstairs to get like a drink or something, and you
What,
came
a
up and you were like, "Hey
25 digit
Kennedy, my mom was wondering if you're okay because she hasn't like seen you since you got up this morning because you've been playing Earthbound the whole time. So why don't you go down and say hi?" And I was like, "Oh shit, it's been that long, okay."
Oh shit.
But Earthbound is really good. Play the Mother trilogy, everyone.
Will do.
Anyway,
Instead of mother. Pixel.
Were you gonna say Dark Souls?
Secret Hitler.
Yeah, Secret Hitler.
we
Also,
played Secret Hitler.
we played Secret
Did
Hitler
play
this
Secret
week.
Hitler.
I haven't yet.
I haven't yet.
You're a bad Hitler. You
Fuck
don't
you.
deserve it.
I want
I'm
to
not that
redo
bad.
where I'm fascist with fascists that don't suck. That was a good high
That was a
five.
really good high five.
He's got to learn how to put the team on your back, dude.
Jake fucked up before I could say anything.
Oh.
Yeah, Jake was a fascist both times. I was a fascist.
I was
You
a
weren't
fascist
liberal?
when you were too.
Yeah, I was
No,
fascist
he
the
was
first two
fascist
games, and I was
twice.
liberal the third time.
Greg is the best person to play Secret Hitler with if you have him on your team.
Yes.
Like, honestly. Even, like, when you're not on... If we're on different political parties.
Yes.
Like, you're still a good person to play Secret Hitler with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I remember everything.
You're just
Nothing you do will escape my vision.
I guess what she's saying is you're just a really good Hitler, Greg. You're just,
yeah, I'm
you're
the best.
really good
I've never
Hitler.
been Hitler.
I felt more motivated to talk in person.
Yeah. It's because you're not like in your room by yourself, or
Like at
having to
4 in the morning?
whisper into your microphone.
and two people talking at the exact same time. No, you go, because you can't see people starting to talk.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. And then they start talking. There's like a 3-second delay on VoIP, so you just and then you stop halfway through, and then they try to start again, and then you start.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have to restart my voice like Discord constantly.
That's true.
You should fix that.
I
Yeah.
can't. I don't know how.
Yeah. So, we don't have questions this week. I was fucking exhausted and forgot to put out we're recording a podcast tomorrow. Ask us questions.
I forgot to think of questions.
Yeah.
I was too busy moving.
I forgot.
Yeah. It's been a hectic week all around, it seems.
Yeah.
And classes started up, and most of us are still in school.
I don't think we're gonna have a new recording schedule. We might have a new video schedule. So unless anyone has anything to add,
I have absolutely nothing.
this has been a short
I like
podcast.
dogs.
All right, so Mob
cool.
Psycho, most recent episode. Holy shit, those animators know how to make things look like it hurts.
Okay,
There was this fight.
Ooh,
The
I love
animation-
shit like
The
that.
animation for Mob Psycho is by a very large margin the best this season, but my problem with Mob Psycho is it took 3 episodes for it to get good.
Oh yeah,
It took
But-
3 episodes for it to get good, but when it got good, it got really good. But
Yeah.
it's still not even the best thing on this season. Watch this art club has problems. It is so
Is that
great.
real life?
Can I mention
What
an
is this
anime?
anime? I like animes with no fighting. Does it have no fighting in it?
It's a comedy anime about. Okay, no, I actually think everybody.
Is it
here,
about Nisad?
No, I mean yes and no. But I actually think everybody here would really like it. It is an anime about these 2 high school students and this guy. They're both in the art club, and there's this guy. He's super talented, but he is literally just drawing waifus all day. He will go in there, and he'll say, "Today I'm going to draw my 50 bajillionth wife. I want her to have cat ears, and she's a maid." And he just keeps making them as moe as possible. And then there's a girl, and she has a crush on him somehow, and it's just her
sounds
trying
really
to.
straight.
And because this guy has no interest in 3D.
Yeah, he has no interest
No
at all.
interest.
There's so many opportunities where it's shit will happen, and they'd be like, oh, if he was a normal teen, he would, there'd
This
be a
is
problem or something.
ripped straight out of an ecchi anime.
Yeah, and then he's just get away from me, ew, you 3D woman.
3D PD, 3D
Oh,
PD.
this sounds great.
It's
Yeah, it sounds really
fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Speaking of anime that got really good really fast, Anohana. I watched 10 minutes and cried and couldn't.
Anohana, okay.
That's not a
Anohana.
good show to watch when you're depressed.
Okay, no,
Yeah, I watched it when I was at a low point. I was like, I can't!
I sympathize.
Anohana is one of the saddest anime I've ever seen. I've seen a ridiculous amount of anime. I don't even want to talk about how much anime I've seen.
I didn't want to ruin the joke anime happy shit, but I had to say it. I'm a fucking sap.
Anohana got me really close to crying, and there has only been one anime to bring me to literal tears, but Anohana got really close.
What is
I cried at
Everything.
That anime is One Piece.
Oh.
It's
let me guess, it's when Mr. What's his face dies.
Spoilers.
Spoilers don't exist. One Piece has been around forever.
One Piece is
the
long
biggest-
enough. Honestly, people
gonna forget by
probably
the time
know
you
this
get
by now. Honestly, you know this by now if you've seen promo images from the last fucking 10 years. When they burn the Going Merry in episode 312. I remember exactly
That's
the
oddly
episode.
specific.
Yeah, episode 312 when they burn the Going Merry, their first legit ship. They have this funeral for it, and everybody's just sobbing, and
I hate
I
the funeral scene so much. They hit me
fucking
in the heart.
when I watched that for the first time, I fucking lost it.
It's a ship.
God.
It's their friend!
Pirates! To them, it's more than just
their
a ship.
friend!
The ship.
Ships are firewood.
No,
No, they're not firewood!
They go in the water!
I feel like that's a really good good place to call it.
That was the Weeaboo cast.
That, yeah.
The Weebcast.
I hope you guys enjoyed
Probably
this
did.
little bonus segment. God, what even was this episode?
Short.
Short.
To the point.
We're
Kinda.
really
Was
really
it
living
sweet?
up to that relatively coherent tagline, aren't we?
Shooting for the stars.
Completely unfiltered, relatively coherent. That's what we are at the Lifecast. We will see you next week.
But you didn't let me talk about the paraphilia.
What the hell is paraphilia?